matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the one spot.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Outside, Edwards. Back to Conley. There's the triple. No good on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Mann, covered by Conley. Spins. The pass to Mann. A three ball. Minnesota with the rebound.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Nice setup for one of the game's best shooters. Paul George, cash money on the catch and shoot.
Right side, Conley. Here's Edwards, driving to the basket. And Edwards with the stuff.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Left side, George. And George with the stuff.
And George is so smart, so crafty on the dribble. He's just got an excellent way of controlling the ball and his body as he's dribbling.
Now here's Conley. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. Here's Mann, covered by Conley. And here's Leonard from three. It's good from long range. Leonard's got 6.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Towns. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Gobert. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Leonard on the wing. Stolen by McDaniels. Outside, Towns. And that one goes long. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Morris. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Conley. McDaniels finds Edwards. A 15-footer. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Edwards. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
George against Edwards. Now here is George. Not a lot of room. A 3 from Leonard and another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Now, here's McDaniel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Right side, George. 19 seconds left to play in the first. And it's George finishing it off.
Slam City, Paul George. Big time throwdown there.
Outside Edwards. 2 on the clock. That shot no good. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game.
Your
Clippers.
Fans, your Clippers, Houston.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's man in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Right side George, just 4 to shoot. That falls, nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got 10 points in the game.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
Outside, Towns. Dishes it to McDaniels. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Clippers leading by 14. Here's Mann. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Morris outside. And Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Outside, Towns. George against Edwards. Over George. And with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Leonard with the ball. Working on McDaniels. Here's Mann. Again, Los Angeles.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Now here's Conley. Edwards inside. Defended by George. And slammed dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Here's George. 10 points for him. Driving in. Mann passes to Morris. Kicks it to George. From the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. They trail by 16 to the left wing. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. McDaniels. That misses off the backboard. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to George. Out to Morris. Pass to Leonard. Puts up a 3. Drills it from outside. Leonard's got 15 points. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just tried to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Well, that's on Towns showing you that he has the physicality to beat the contact. The defense has to do a lot more than that to stop him.
Here's Mann. And there's the pass to Morris. Tries the spin move. Outside, George. This one for 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Paul George has such confidence in his three-point shot now. It's almost like he expects them all to go in.
40 seconds left in the second quarter. Back to Conley. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Leonard with the ball. He's got 15. Passes it to Mann. There's the 3. Sinks the triple. Mann's got his second bucket of the night.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
A dominating first half. Thanks for the great interview, Dave.
Your Clippers, 37. The Timberwolves, 14.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Plumlee, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 21. From 13, Plumlee with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Gordon. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Westbrook against Conley. Eric Gordon on the wing. Now here's Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here's Westbrook from the arc. No good. Shot missing. Timberwolves go the other way with it. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. And the layup's good off the glass. McDaniels got 6.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Pass to Powell. Lets the 3 fly. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Nice move. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Clippers leading by 17. Outside Westbrook. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
In Westbrook, here we go. Blocked again. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Edwards finds McDaniel. That shot off the mark. LA has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Powell for 3. Platoon passes to Gordon. Right side Westbrook.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Outside Batum. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Batum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Towns. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little over 3.5 minutes gone by.
And you know, the height of Towns gives him an advantage in seeing the floor so well. He's excellent at making these nice passes.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Now here's Powell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 3 on the clock. Here's Westbrook. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Conley. He dishes it to McDaniels. Plumlee with the rebound. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling. I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Plumlee with the screen. Back to Westbrook. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Batum kicks to Westbrook. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Outside Conley. Going inside. Out to Edwards. Looking to get back on track here. And it's blocked by Gordon. It's Powell on the wing. To the inside. Here's Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's man in at point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And Leonard has it in the corner. There's the pass to man. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
Kept alive. Here's Zubac. Out to Morris. Jacks up a three. And no good that time.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got his first bucket in this one.
The silky smooth dribble moves of Conley, so slick in how he creates for himself.
Passes to Leonard. Gobert with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Clock at 6. Towns with the steal. And he gets it to go.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Edwards against George. Man. Here's Morris. 6 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Takes a 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 11. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And there's the call on Carl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Here's man, over by Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard, the pass to Zubats. Over Gobert. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Conley dishes to Towns. Down low. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at him.
Here's man. Up and in on the left.
And providing the support where they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Outside Edwards. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Out to Morris. Back to George. In the corner, it's Morris. Outside, George. Releases. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Clippers.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kawhi Leonard.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George. And it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Morris outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
So the Clippers with the win. It was a fantastic ball game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Now here's Durant. Paul passes to Durant. Outside for Booker. Offensive rebound.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by Paul. Tries the spin move. Back to Mann. Pass to George. Clock at 6. For 3. He drops it from range.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Durant, pass to Ayton. Outside for Booker. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by Paul. George passes to Leonard. Kicks it to George. From downtown, the Clippers rebound. On the wing man, here's the 3. And Booker pulls it down. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Paul passes to Ayton. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Zubac. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
And the Clippers have possession. It's a 3-point game. Now here's George. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
Nice timing as Ayton's up there for the rejection.
Pass to Okogie. And Durant with the big finish.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Paul. Leonard, left side. Jacks up a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Here's Mann following the score by Phoenix. The kick out to Morris. They need this. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. No luck on that one. Nice D from Durant. The Suns have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Paul with it. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Ayton. Paul passes to Durant. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Durant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And that's what they want to do. Get them open looks early.
Outside Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And Durant still has that flush, just an easy deuce for him.
Stolen by Booker. And the Suns pushing it up now. The kick to Durant. The 3. The shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. George outside. Fires the three. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space. Does not hesitate there.
Booker against George. It's stolen by Leonard. Morris outside. 4-3. No good on the buzzer beater. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Phoenix. 8.
And your Clippers Houston team. Coming onto the court.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Suns.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
On the court right now, 2nd quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Mann. Leonard outside. 5 on the clock. Kicks it to George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Fires the three. Rebounded by Chris Paul. The Suns leading.
Well, what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Leonard against Durant. On the wing man. Booker against George. The kick out to Morris. The three is up, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so here's Phoenix. Outside Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
He does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Morris for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Here's Okogie. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Ayton with the stuff.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. The drive by man. Morris for 3. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And Brent, you look at the Defensive Player of the Year award. Generally, the province of big men. Does that shortchange the great perimeter defenders?
I think so. I mean, we're seeing more and more with teams playing small, BA, the value of being switchable on the perimeter and taking on the best offensive player that tends to come from the wing position. You got to put some more value in how wing defenders are out there and shutting down primary offensive players on the other team. Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Count it. And now a 10-point Suns lead.
If there's a part of KD's game that goes under the radar, it's probably that right there, playmaking.
It's George on the drive. Stolen by Ayton. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Paul, and he banks in the layup. Paul's got his second basket.
Defense is not able to keep up with the speed and really the awareness of Chris Paul that time.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Suns basketball.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Booker. Over George. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Booker looks so often to shoot from the perimeter or coming off of screens. You got to stay down on this pump fake.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Here's Mann, looking for his first basket, still in this one. George finds Morris. Leonard outside. The kick out to Morris. 5 to shoot. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Shot by Leonard, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Durant, the pass to Ayton. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. The Suns clear it.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And he knocks down the first one.
Not much more you can say about CP3. Name a better floor leader. There's not one.
1 second left. And he can't get that one. And so it's the
14. The Suns, 32.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
They've got Russell Westbrook, Nicholas Batum out there with Mason Plumlee. Then it's Norman Powell, and it's Gordon in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity, and when he does that, he's unstoppable.
Powell, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Payne. Here's Landale. Plumlee pulls down the board.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Down low. Batum, pass to Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
How about Norman Powell and his vertical prowess there?
For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. It's Ross on the wing. Unable to get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Powell outside. Pass to Plumlee. Out left to the wing. Here's Westbrook. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Westbrook's got his first 2 points.
They're so good with making plays off of the bounce. So difficult to stay with them defensively.
Now here's Ross. Defended by Gordon. Here's Landale. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers. And coach must have had a really good look at this one. He called a coach's challenge for the out-of-bounds violation.
This call is all about viewing perspective. A lot of times a coach may have a better view of this call than the official.
The previous play is under review.
Takes place on the court.
Hey, when you're on the bench and see what looks like an obvious mistake on this call, you almost have to challenge. No matter when it comes in the game, you don't want to surrender any possessions.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge. But it's a risk worth taking to make absolutely sure that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call.
Westbrook outside. Powell outside. Westbrook against Payne. Batum right side. Shot clock at 6. Gordon, the pass to Batum. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Batum's gotten his first basket of the night.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, you'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
It looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Now the Clippers with it. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Pass to Powell. Batum outside to the paint. Payne against Westbrook. Out to Gordon. The 3. It's hauled in by Baisley. The Suns have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. And here's Payne. Here's Landale. Here's Baisley, guarded by Batum. The teardrop. Here's Landale, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. And the Suns lead by 11.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
It's stolen. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook slams it home.
Well, the defense respecting the shot right there, and that creates a lane for him to drive right through. That's his game.
Outside Payne, pass to Warren. Here's Landale. He's checked by Plumlee. Here's Baisley. Tipped. The Suns need to get off a shot. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Out to Powell. Takes it inside. Westbrook outside. Batum outside. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Batum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Batum with no hesitation that time. Coaches encouraging him to shoot that one.
Here's Ross. And the baseline jumper, no good. And so it's Phoenix with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. The Huskies.
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers,
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Clippers trail. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Morris. Here's George. Stolen by Ayton. Here we go, all alone. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Good hands by Ayton.
The Clippers shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Pass to Morris. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Paul for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris passes to George. And he drives in. Westbrook outside. Out to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
Westbrook against Paul. Unloads. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Here's Paul. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Westbrook outside. Kicks it to George. Pass to Morris. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. Great all-around player.
Outside Booker. Outside Durant. Pulls up at the elbow. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
And I love that move for this guy. When he's in rhythm, that's money.
Morris, a screen on Booker. George for 3. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized forward who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
2 minutes remaining in the
Here's Booker. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Suns lead by 7.
Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Up top, Westbrook. Pass to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Booker. With the drive. On the wing, Durant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be uneven to Zubac.
Well, the great ones can do this. When Durant gains an advantage inside, you know he's going to score or he's going to get fouled.
George with it. Now guarded by Booker. And George with the jam.
Paul George stepping up big time.
The Suns have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Outside Durant. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Russell Westbrook. So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5.
One of the purest scorers the game has ever seen. Durant continues to somehow get better each year. Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Leonard. Pass to Morris. To the inside. Money. And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Paul passes to Booker. Oh, George with a steal.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
And there's the whistle. And I think that was a clear path foul there. Yep, the offense will get one shot at the line and retain possession.
Yeah, I'm sure the haters are grinning at home. Here's Westbrook's chance to silence them all. Yeah, they desperately needed those free throws, and he delivered. It's down to a one-possession game.
Now here's Westbrook. There's the drive. Here's Leonard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, it feels like you've seen Kawhi in these situations from the beginning of his career. No stranger being at the line in close game.
That one drops. He ties it up.
In a tight game, this is who they want taking these shots.
Now here's Booker. Outside Durant. Going inside. Yeah!
Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now. Wow.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 2. 5 ticks left to play in the 4th quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a 3. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
So it's the Suns taking the W. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
The team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish. And we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. That's good from Booker on the assist by Paul. Booker's got the first points up on the board here for the Suns. Conley against Paul. Conley kicks to Edwards. Over Booker. Edwards can't hit. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. And there's the pass to Okogie. Ayton dishes to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look. Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Now here's Durant. Back to Booker. Here's Ayton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And here's Edwards from the arc.
Nice effort from Booker, making things hard on the shooter.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Offensive rebound. Out to Conley. To stop the run. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Kevin Durant with the rebound. Pass to Okogie. Lets it go from deep. Minnesota with the rebound.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's Towns missing. Suns have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Booker with no one around. Outside for KD. And the 3 ball is good. Durant's got 5 points so far.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Pass to McDaniels. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Now here's Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. From deep. Connects from three-point range.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And here is McDaniel, following the 3 from Chris Paul. A nice shot by McDaniel. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. There's a minute left to play here in the first. Here's Durant. Goes back up. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Conley outside. That shot is off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Here's Paul. Durant, no good. Timberwolves trail by 9, and they're pushing it up. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a hurry and get himself a bucket. Can't let those fast break opportunities get away.
Now here's Paul. Here's KD. It's rebounded by Towns. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And stolen by Booker. Outside, KD. For 3. That doesn't go either for Durant. And so it's Phoenix heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
And Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's a Kobe in at the 3.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Up top, Durant, defended by Towns. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3. KD's got 8 points.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Here's Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Devin Booker. Hey, Richard, last season, Spurs coach Greg Popovich moved into first all-time in career coaching wins. And you played for him. You know him well. Any memories or thoughts about playing for Popovich?
First, let me say congratulations to Greg Popovich, because he is the type of coach and person you want to be the face of this league. You want him to be the face of the coaching ranks because he is so humble. He is so demanding, and you know what? He knows how to host a pretty good meal, too.
And you were a part of many of those, correct?
Oh, yeah, a lot of those meals. And look, we'll talk about the coaching a little later, but he knows how to do a really good meal.
Pass to a Kobe. Outside for Durant. From downtown, it's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Timberwolves trail by 4. Over in the corner, Edwards. Here he goes. That one's good. Just his 3rd make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Kogi misses. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's McDaniels. Another shot on the pass to Gobert. Now McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Towns with the bucket.
And that's why Cat went first overall. This dude is 6'11" with perimeter skills, a sweet shot, and unstoppable when he's on.
Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Outside, Towns. Elbow shot is on the way. Yep, that one goes. Towns has got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
And here's a guy in Towns who can get buckets inside and out, and you throw in the mid-range, and Cat makes you guard him at all 3 levels.
The wide open look for Durant. Buries the long-range jumper. Durant's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Suns. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era, and look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
No good from Booker. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1, and it's blocked. Now here's Ayton. McDaniels defending. Here's Durant. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history.
Gobert, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Towns.
Part of what makes KD an all-timer, we have never seen someone his size with that type of handle.
Durant nails both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
40 seconds left in the first half of the game. Towns against Durant. Towns down low. It's in. It's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Ayton a screen on Conley. Ball passes to Booker. A 3-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Conley. The kick out to Towns. No good from outside. Here's Booker. Okogie for 3. And so it's Kevin Durant making it right, Dave. Thank you. And time.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 22. The Suns, 25.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And it's Ayton missing. Timberwolves trail. Conley with it, now guarded by Booker. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And that one hits back iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Durant. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Paul. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Paul's got the first points in the second half here for the Suns. The Timberwolves shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Booker against Edwards. Good D by Booker. Phoenix leading by 5.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Pass to Okogie. Kicks it out to Booker. Paul left side. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And rejection by McDaniel. Conley the pass to Towns. Phoenix grabs the miss. Durant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Booker dishes to Paul. Fires the 3. That's good from Booker on the assist by Paul. Booker's got 7.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air.
Edwards looking it over, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Kogi, the pass to Booker. It's hauled in by Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Edwards got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's McDaniel. He's covered closely. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Gobert.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low. All the officials are all over that.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
So he gets them both. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Outside, Towns. Kicks it to McDaniels. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Outside, Towns. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Suns ball.
Suns leading by 6. Paul dishes to Ayton. Here's KD. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
He hits the second from the line. 56 seconds left in the third. Passes it to Booker. Stolen by McDaniels. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Paul. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Here's Gobert. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And here's Booker from the arc. And the Suns miss again.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And Edwards with the stop.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Paul goes in. Here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Here's Edwards. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The third quarter comes to a close. The Suns lead by 5.
31. Your Timberwolves advancing.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Kogi in at the 3, the small forward. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
One of the best scorers in the game. Booker is a volume shooter who also plays with a ton of confidence.
Now Conley. Over in the corner, Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. 19 points for Anthony Edwards.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Conley. Durant with the steal. Ball against Conley. Durant kicks to Paul. Back to KD. Shoots over McDaniel. Durant with a terrific move and bucket. 23 points for KD.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Pass to McDaniels. Paul against Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Towns gets it to go.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Outside, KD. He kicks it to Ayton. Here's Paul. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards with it. Over Booker. Edwards can't hit. Here's a Kobe. The dish to Paul. Feeds it to Ayton. Takes the 3. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Ayton.
You can't let Paul get room to shoot from downtown. That's a recipe for disaster.
Outside Edwards. And he drives in. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, there's nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
Here's Booker. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside, Gobert the pass to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Down low and stolen by Ayton. Booker outside. From past the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
3 points.
Paul's got 6 assists in the game. And here is McDaniel. Outside Conley. To the middle. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Man, that's just too easy for Towns. And you allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Paul outside. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. No good from the wing. Timberwolves trail by 8. To the inside. Got a piece of it. McDaniels finds Towns. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside Durant. Back to Paul. Launches it. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And he gets the bucket.
Unreal. Big Cat. One of the game's great scorers, and also deadly in the clutch.
40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Outside, KD. Back to Paul. The Suns need to get a shot off, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm balling?
Minnesota with the ball. 6-point game. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Now here's Booker. Paul outside. Outside Durant. Over Towns. No good. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with... All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
thank you for joining us. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's man in at the point. Yep, count it.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Here's Towns, following the score by the Clippers.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
George against Edwards. Some room here for George, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end. Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Here's man. Leonard outside. Pulls it. That one no good. And Minnesota the other way with it now. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, B.A., but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
So it's the Clippers now, following the score by Minnesota. 4 on the clock. For 3, George. Rebound, Minnesota. Now here's Conley. Pass to Towns. From outside the arc. They get it again. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Rudy Gobert has become really excellent at getting deep, low post position. The defense has got to foul him when he's that deep.
And that one falls for Gobert.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
Here's man. It's George on the wing. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
That's what we call playing big. Paul George imposing his will in the paint.
Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Here's man. George outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Morris. Back to George. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now here's Conley, outside Edwards. It doesn't go for him, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's man. He's guarded by Conley. George outside. Spins. Pass to Leonard. Kicks it to George. Let's go with a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's man. He's guarded by Conley. Leonard right side. Fires in the triple.
Boy, the range of Kawhi's shooting just keeps getting deeper and deeper. He really stretches you out.
Outside McDaniels. Will it go? The Clippers grab the miss. Here's George. Pass to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Tries the spin move. Puts up a three. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Leonard's got 6.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Count that bucket.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They throw good, Edwards.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
Leonard for 3. He's off on that one. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's man in at the point.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
No good, a bit long that time.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Ooh, Morris with a steal. George outside. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
The Clippers in the lead. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. Leonard's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Conley passes to Towns. Gobert inside. Leonard defending. Gobert, that's good.
Well, the addition of the upper body strength, it's turned Rudy Gobert from role player to all NBA. Go ahead and absorb it, Rudy.
Here's man. Leonard outside. There's the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Edwards, a pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, don't sleep on the foot speed of Karl Anthony Towns. He's a factor in transition.
Here's man. He's guarded by Conley. Out to Leonard. Takes the 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Good on the bucket. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's man. He's guarded by Conley. McDaniels against Leonard. To stop the drought. Leonard can't get that one to fall. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Now here's George. He's got 6. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. And here's Edwards outside. Gets the three to fall. Edwards got 5 now.
Anthony Edwards getting into that pull-up game. Nicely done.
Leonard up top. Kicks it to George. The three is up. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate. You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Here's George. It's deflected.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Shot to stop the run. George. And no good. Good work defensively by Towns. Minnesota in the lead. Inside. It's stolen by Leonard. Pass to George. Leonard outside. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Conley goes in. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, there's a certain level of quickness you've got to contend with. Mike Conley off the dribble drive.
Leonard outside to the middle. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish. And that concludes the first half. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. And that's the group from Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Kicks it out to Westbrook. He shoots a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got his first 3 points of the game. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Powell. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. And here's Gordon from the arc. And they get it back. Powell passes to Gordon. Into the lane.
Timberwolves foul. Jalen Noel. First personal foul. First team foul.
Up top, Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Gordon outside from the arc. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Gordon's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008, Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when a shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
Pass to Gordon. Powell outside. Plumlee a screen. Powell passes to Plumlee, and he gets the bucket.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Anderson against Batum. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Westbrook right side. Pass to Gordon. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. For three, Powell. Prince grabs the miss. And here's Minnesota now. They've led by as much as 10. Now Anderson. Up and over Gordon. Anderson can't get it to go. Here's Westbrook. Powell outside. Pass to Plumlee.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
6 to shoot. Batum outside. Here's Plumlee, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
It's Powell, high post. Prince is there. Out to Gordon. Shoots from the line. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside, Anderson. 1:03 left in the third quarter here. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Westbrook into the lane. Looking to end the drought. Oh, and Reed with a block. Here's Noel. Pass to Prince. 30 seconds left in the third. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Powell. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
Anderson with it. With the crossover. Out to the wing. Here's Prince. Another miss by Minnesota. He got it up. That shot missing. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Timberwolves ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll be back with you shortly.
26.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Nicholas Batum out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Eric Gordon. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Anderson. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Powell outside. Out to Gordon. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Plumlee. Back to Gordon. To take the lead. Knocks down the triple. And the Clippers lead by 1.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Anderson inside. Batum's on him. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Alexander Walker. Reed. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Pass to George. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Morris. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Ugh, he forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Here's man. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Perfect timing on that rejection. Boy, Towns really improving on the defensive end.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. And that one's good.
A defensive lapse. Can't give him that kind of position.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
Leonard outside. Back to man. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Back to Conley. Left side McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just an absolute force on the glass. He was not going to be denied.
Here's man. He's guarded by Conley. George with it. Back to man. Fires from deep. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Edwards. George with the block.
Boy, Paul George making his presence felt on the defensive end. The length comes into play right there.
Right side Conley. Morris against Towns. 3 on the clock. It's rebounded by Morris. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Trying to get back on.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Outside Edwards. From the high post. Doesn't go that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter here. Leonard passes to George. Now here's Leonard to tie it up. And Conley grabs the miss. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Towns. The 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
Oh, George with a steal.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. 9 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what do you think?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so they foul intentionally.
Anthony Edwards. First personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that brings him within 2 here.
Yeah, this is a tough moment, even for George, but it's a chance to show us he's got ice in his veins.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop him.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. So he can't get either to fall.
Anthony Edwards has all the skill and attributes to be one of the best in the league. But these are the moments, if you're going to be in that company, you've got to make foul shots.
George for 3. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's man in at the guard position. Now here's Leonard. Hands it from downtown. You know, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. 4 on the shot clock. Okogie takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And George kicks to Leonard. Three-pointer. George against Booker. Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Talent, luck, a little bit of both. Kawhi right there with the sick bailout.
Ayton sets the pick for Durant. A three-pointer is right on target.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 5. And it's sent back by KD.
Beautiful defense from KD, a capable shot blocker, both on ball and in help situations.
And the basket by Okogie.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And George gets it to go.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there. For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Shoots over Zubac, and it's Ayton missing.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Leonard kicks to George. Zubac with the screen for George. Pass to Zubac. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the West, you know, is very difficult. Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Now here's Booker. Kicks to Durant. Count that one. KD's got 5 points so far.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here's George. Plays it up and banks it in. George has got his second basket.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
Outside, KD. Elbow shot. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss. One of Ayton's specialties.
Morris outside. Passes to Zubac. And stolen by Ayton. George against Booker.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's George. Booker pulls it in. The Suns leading. To the paint. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Morris outside. He kicks to George. The 3. Up top, Leonard. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It goes on Devin Booker.
Leonard has a great feel for when the defender is just a little out of position.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
Now here's Booker. Here's Durant. And the shot is good. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
The ball handling from Durant really a key to what sets him apart as a player. He can pull up and break you down.
Zubac with the screen for George. 3 seconds left, and the dunk by Zubac.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
It's stolen by Morris. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter, marking the time. And the second.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. All right,
and we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's man in at the point guard. Hey, Steve, you've won an NBA title, but also you've got some gold medal memories. How does it compare, winning for a city versus representing and winning for your country?
Kevin, both incredibly proud moments. Winning an NBA title is awesome, but also winning a gold medal for your country, you said it, it's representing your country. It was a dream come true.
Now here's Leonard. He has 7. They now take the lead. He's got 9.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
KD passes to Okogie. Kicks it out to Paul. Clock is at 3. He takes it in.
Bringing a strong work ethic defensively. Morris grinding on the shooter there. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And Booker throws it down. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Leonard. Outside for George. And he uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 6 points for George.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Booker dishes to Ayton. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Paul outside, pass to KD. And finished off by KD.
Offensively, just what you're hoping for with that possession. KD coming down on the rim.
Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Morris throws it down.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
Stolen by George. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now the pass to Mann. Leonard looking over the floor. He feeds it to Morris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Now here's Paul. Inside, Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Morris. Finished off the break. Morris has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
And Booker puts up a deep three. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. George with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. And the shot goes in. And now an 11-point Clipper lead.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Down low. Here's Ayton. And the rejection by Zubac. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Booker kicks to Paul. Booker trying to free himself up. And here we go again. The Clippers on the break. Kicks it out to Leonard from outside the arc. And another three for the Clippers.
What an effort from Kawhi so far on offense. He's working hard and finding plenty of shots.
Here's Ayton. And so it's Los Angeles. Thanks so much, Dave, for the grip.
21, the Clippers, 35. Fans, get ready for the Milwaukee.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Terrence Ross is out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's Landale into the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Gordon, the pass to Batum. Here's Baisley, defended by Batum. Here's Landale. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Westbrook surveying the D. Outside Gordon. Here's Plumlee. The kick out to Westbrook. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Westbrook's got his first 3 points of the game.
When Russ is making threes, I don't know how you guard him.
He lobs it up.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Never forget what Russ can do in the air. He can be so agile.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Ross, that's good.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
And here's Westbrook. He has 5. Outside Gordon. The 3. Payne grabs the board. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Pass to Powell. The kick out to Westbrook. Clock at 6. Driving inside. That shot off. Now the Suns take it the other way. Warren against Powell. Here's Landale.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
He doesn't hit that one. Plumlee with some nice D. Gordon the pass to Batum. Powell against Warren. And the dunk by Powell.
Look at how high Norman Powell gets on these dunks. Love showing off his athleticism.
Out to the right wing. Here's Payne. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
The Clippers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Now here's Payne. Ross on the wing. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Ross has got 4 points in the quarter.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Westbrook with it. Working on Payne. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Suns trail by 13. Outside Warren. Takes it inside. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Here's Mann. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside for George. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Russell Westbrook in for Terrence Mann. Durant with the steal. Phoenix shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Because of his talent, any team KD is on, they will always have a chance to compete.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Into the lane. And the rejection by Zubac. It's tipped. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Los Angeles leading by 13, and on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. And stolen by Ayton. Outside Durant. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Paul kicks to Durant. Booker with it. Leonard picks him up. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 13-point game. Paul with the steal. Now Ayton. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Morris Sr. First personal foul. First team foul.
It's Durant on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Durant against Leonard. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Booker. That's 12 points for KD.
This team leans on Durant to score often. He knows his role well.
Outside, George. Latrey. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Suns.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. George, no good. Suns trail by 9. Okogie, the pass to Durant. Fires for 3. And Josh Okogie gets the 3.
We don't talk about KD's passing enough. Durant is an elite playmaker.
Outside Westbrook. Kicks it to George. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Now here's Ayton. Here's Paul. And that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is under
in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking and the game continues on.
I love the effort level Chris Paul delivers day in and day out. He's been doing this for a while now, but he hasn't slowed down, not a bit.
Now here's Westbrook. Feeds to George. Morris with a screen on Booker. George dishes to Morris. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
With 3, Booker. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Westbrook's got the ball.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Booker. Booker against George. 1:35 left to play here in the 4th. Westbrook passes to Zubac. It's good.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
The Suns running out of time. And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
We've got 1:23 left in the 4th. Paul passes to Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Now, here is George. pass to Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Westbrook. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. George with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. George against Booker. Clippers moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. George passes to Zubac.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Ball against Westbrook. Outside Leonard. He kicks it to George. Fires from deep. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George.
And the amount of confidence Morris is feeling right now, everything looks right. Just an awesome scoring display from him.
So the Clippers with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
always puts a bounce in your step. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Here's Conley looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Booker. McDaniels inside. Is covered by Ayton. Ayton with the defensive effort. Durant. Pass to Paul. Back to Durant. Ayton with it. The kick out to Paul. Takes a 3. Ayton. It's good on the putback.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's Conley. And just about a minute into this first quarter. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now. You know, Chris Paul is a first-rate on-the-ball defender. You rarely get a clean shot off on him.
Pass to Okogie. Booker for 3. Rebound Minnesota. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Conley. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Yeah, this is how Conley plays. Extremely efficient. He just takes what the defense allows.
Booker against Edwards. A nice shot by Booker.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Conley. Here's Towns. Oh, denied by Durant.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Oh, got a piece of it. To the right side. Down low. Ayton against Towns. Inside. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Towns can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Booker for 3. Connects from downtown. Booker's got 5 points.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Here's Conley. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Durant finds Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Here's Conley. Here's Gobert. Shoots over Ayton. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. He's off on the first.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
A minute 20 left in the first. Pass to Durant. Here's Booker. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Conley against Paul. Oh, they get a hand on it.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Ayton, no good.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Pass to Paul. Outside for Booker. Back to Paul. He shoots. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Ayton's got 6.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
It's all tied in Phoenix. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Gobert, that's good.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Right side McDaniels. Towns for 3. Hits a three-pointer.
How many 6'11" guys in this league can do that? Towns is a unicorn. Awesome ability to catch and let it fly.
Conley against Paul. Pass to Okogie. Puts up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Conley. Outside McDaniels. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Gobert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Controls the rebound and the putback. Gobert's got 6 in the quarter. Booker against Edwards. The kick out to Paul. There's the 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
You know, Paul loves to operate in the lane, and he's extremely good at it, but he also understands the value of stretching the defense.
Now Edwards. Pass to Conley. Left side McDaniels. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's Booker. It's blocked by Gobert. Here's Okogie. McDaniels covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick to Durant. Up and over Conley. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Let's go with a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Conley's got 7.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
8, the screen on Towns. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 6 here in the second.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. Pass to Okogie. Outside Paul to the paint. Here's Ayton. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Durant, no good. Minnesota has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. Phoenix grabs the miss. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Count it. Good. Give him 8 points now.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Now here's Conley. 7 points in the game. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Towns finds Gobert. And the jam by Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Paul passes to Durant. He takes it in. And Durant with the big finish.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
From deep three-point range. And so it's Rudy Gobert making things. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be
23. The Timberwolves. 28. And put your hands together and get loud for the Timberwolves.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at point guard. Now here's Durant, driving to the basket. Paul for 3. Drains the triple. Paul's got 6.
You know, Paul's really gotten better at the catch-and-shoot jump shot. It looks a lot easier for him now than it did earlier in his career. Smooth rhythm and smooth release, too.
Cuts off the pass. Wing shot on the way. It's not going to go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Booker for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Conley passes to Towns. And Durant with the block. Edwards against Booker. Pass to Okogie. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Another miss by Minnesota.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Ayton finds Booker. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Edwards. Conley passes to Towns. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. Now Booker. With the fadeaway. Durant, it's good on the putback.
Yeah, he's got those Inspector Gadget arms. I mean, they go on forever. Durant, a threat on the offensive glass, too.
Edwards against Booker.
Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Okogie. Off target with the three. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Exactly. Defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Durant.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now here's Towns from deep. Stolen by Booker. Outside Durant. A minute 37 left in the third quarter. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota in the lead. For three, Conley. Towns passes to Conley. They double him with Booker. Edwards for three. Drops in the three. Edwards has got 6 in the quarter.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Pass to Aiden to halt the run. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Aiden is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Towns gets the bucket.
Anthony Towns.
Towns has got 10.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd foul so far.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's McDaniels. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Pass to Gobert. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball passes to Durant. Here's Okogie. McDaniels covering. Outside Booker. 4 on the clock. Back to Okogie. 3-pointer. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Conley passes to Towns. And it's all from 3-point range. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The T-Wolves on top, up 10. And coming up as soon as...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Timberwolves shooting efficiently, 50% so far. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last. Booker against Edwards. Pass to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Tries again. And Gobert with the lay-in. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Booker, the pass to Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
With the step back. Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards. Towns into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock if his teammate has something a little better.
Here's Okogie from 8 feet away. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. From the high post, here's Gobert. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And the stifled tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
And that one falls for Gobert. It's both from the stripe. Boy, the Suns are struggling. Outside Booker. The three is up. McDaniels with the rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Okogie's defense is top tier. He never stops working and causing problems at that end of the floor.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Paul passes to Booker. Here's Okogie. Fires the three. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. Hauled in by Paul. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Up top, Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Okogie. The kick to Durant. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to McDaniels. The 3 ball. Phoenix grabs the miss. And there's 1:38 left to play in the fourth quarter. Paul with it. He's picked up by Conley. And Paul gets it to go.
Chris Paul's a player who is more physical than he appears, and he looks for contact. He's become very good at finishing off bumps.
Conley passes to Towns. To the inside. Stolen by Ayton. In transition. Here come the Suns. Fires for 3. Paul can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter.
Not only racking up points, but also limiting their opponent's scoring. Really impressive win here for the Timberwolves.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Rudy Gobert.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
Edwards against Booker. Here's Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Nice shot by Durant.
Pass first mindset of Paul. When you leave somebody open on his squad, he's going to make you pay for it.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And so it's Minnesota easily. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.